Let's talk about the difference between destiny versus creating your own reality. Things always turn out to be the best. Everything happens for your own good. Who decides that everything happens for your own good? The fact that you want to be married to one option and one desire, you are missing out on the whole idea of what could happen. So it's 2 a.m. in Bali. I was supposed to sleep today early by 11 or 12, thinking that I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow. But I guess we are having a late night chat. So get a cup of coffee, get something in your hand, because I want to feel like we're having like a conversation, one-on-one conversation in the middle of the night. And I'm telling you about what I'm going to tell you in this video. This is one of the most requested videos indirectly. Because why I say indirectly is because I know so many people have this question. I've had this question multiple times in the past. By the way, if I look sleepy, it's because I am. If I look kind of dead from my face, it's almost because I am. Please ignore, because I honestly did not want to make this a very sit down and like get dressed and that sort of video. So we're gonna do bare face, dead look, any which way. Coming back to the point, let's talk about the difference between destiny, like how does the destiny part, when we say that, when something is meant for you, it is going to take its shape, versus creating your own reality, go hand in hand. Like how do you coexist and how do you manifest knowing this in mind? Okay, so here is one thing that you need to firstly understand. There is something called as a higher power, yes, and this higher power is something that nobody can explain. I can't explain, nobody can explain as of today in this world. Let's say intuition. What is intuition? Where do we get these downloads from? For some people, certain people, I've heard stories of people who got like these visions at night, which turned out to be something. Let's say, I don't know if you've heard about the story of Jose Silva, who created the very famous Silva method. He has a story around how in the middle of a night, he saw a vision of a number. He saw a number in his dream, which turned out to be a number of a lottery ticket that got him to win thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, how did he see that number? Who sent that number? Like, how did this happen? So there is a higher power that we cannot explain. But it's there. It's guiding you, it's seeing you, and it's always redirecting you towards the path that you are meant to be on. So when we say that you keep doing what you think you should be doing, but even if you don't get something, when we say things always turn out to be the best, everything happens for your own good. Who decides that everything happens for your own good? If I don't get A, how do I know that A is not good for me versus B is good for me? Like, do you get my point? So the point being that yes, there is a power that is always there taking care of you. It's protecting you, it's guiding you, and technically it's watching over you. And this is how manifestation and this coexist and go hand in hand. So your job as a manifestor, as a master creator of your life, your job is to be specific with what you want. Like, know about what is it that you want. There is no harm in that. Let's say, assume you want to get into a university. You are specific about a university. This is what I want to get into. Now, there is a difference between being specific about your desire versus being obsessed and desperate about and stubborn about a desire. If I want to get into a university, I will be specific about it. I will maybe, do the things that I do. Let's say visualize it and write it and journal about it. And I would want it to come to my reality. Got it, assumed. But the moment where I'm like, no, this is the only university I want to go to, and if I don't go here, I'm going to feel like a failure. I'm going to feel like this is the end of the world, and I'm going to feel like this is a do or die. Like, nothing else remains if I don't get into this university. When you start to operate from that level, the second one, you are messing with nature. And I'll tell you why. Your job is to get specific and go after things that you want. Agreed. Like in this example, the university. Cool. But have you ever thought What if there is a different university where your future partner is sort of waiting to meet you? What if there is a different place that you need to be at, different city, different town that you need to be at, different country that you need to be at, because being there is going to bring you that U-turn or that turning point in your life that will forever change your life? What if that is waiting for you there? The fact that you want to be married to one option and one desire, you are missing out on the whole idea of what could happen. So what I'm trying to say is that you can never know. That's the thing. You can never know that if I want something, if this is best for me or not. You can never know that. So this is one aspect of the whole picture that you cannot control, okay, which is what I just said. How would you know that, in what university, what partner is waiting for you, blah blah blah, all this background work. But what you have control over is the way that you sort of go about showing up in your reality and manifesting things. How? If I want to get into university, taking the same example, if I want to get into university, I'll be specific. I'll be like, yes, this is the university I want to be at. And I will bring it into my reality by doing the things that I do, by visualizing, by channeling my energy, by keeping the faith, by not worrying about the outcome, etc. But the moment that things don't go my way, that is the time where I am going to be like, I am still open and receptive towards whatever happens in my life. I am not going to be like, oh my God, this university, that is it. No other option. This is called as living your life from a fluid energy, which means you are open, you are specific about the kind of outcome you want in your life. Yes, it's like telling the universe, hey, this is what I want, but now you go ahead and show me what's the best for me. This is the energy that you want to start to live from. Because when you start to live from this, nothing disappoints you. Because when you don't get something in this situation, then you sort of already know that it's a redirection. You already know that something's being sent your way, which is for the greater good that you will see in the coming weeks, months, or years that you're not able to see right now, but you trust in the process. You trust that there is something incredible flowing into your life. Because when you try to understand things too much, when you are like, no, but like, why this and why that? So many people are like, but like, how? Destiny and this and that. You don't need to know all that. All you need to know is that, yes, there is a higher intelligence. Yes, there is a higher power. And yes, it is always working for you and in your favor. So you need to co-create with that. The only way to co-create with that power is to have trust in the process, to the point that, like I said, you start living your life with the knowing that, okay, this is what I want, but even if this doesn't happen, I know and I trust the process that something incredible awaits me. Something greater is on the line for me, and you just know, you have the knowings. That's why I said that then that will never disappoint you, because nothing else is a failure in that case. You just believe that it'll make sense. It's going to make sense soon. So I hope that this was able to give you some clarity, and this is also, it's a little contradictory when people say be specific. Yes, be specific, but don't be obsessed or married with that idea. Don't be like, oh my God, if not this, end of the world. No, you got to start living your life from the energy of this, what I just told you, and then you will start to co-create with this higher power, and then everything is going to make sense. You're going to feel more happier, you're going to feel more fulfilled, you're going to feel more in control, because you know that there is one aspect of it which you can't control, and that also is taking control. And that's how you start living your life, and everything starts to make sense. I can't think of even one thing in my life which I look back and be like, oh my God, why did that happen? I wish that did not happen. Not even one. And at those times when it was happening, it felt like, oh my God, like, why is this happening? Like, why is this just like the world is against me? Why is the world against me? And like this situation is going to kill me, and this is not what I wanted. Just like these anger, these thoughts of anger and frustration and everything. But today, it just makes sense. Every roadblock was like a redirection. Every single thing. Trust the process. take every failure as a redirection. Take everything that did not work out for you as that it did work out for you. You cannot explain this power. The only thing is that you can work with it. So let's work with it. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Tell me in the comments below and I would love to answer it for you. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye. What you're seeing right now, ooh, I was feeling kind of hot. Have you ever done this where you're like, one leg is in the blanket, one leg is out, and it's like perfect? That's what I wanted to do right now. I look extra sleepy. Oh my god, I look like... Okay, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I'm gonna go to bed now.